Right, let's give us a swig of this before
What, before you record, or if you just press record?
press record.
Have you?
Before we start kicking ass and taking names. Are you gonna fart? Oh right. You stood up. See what I mean?
Programmed you.
You've became a fucking you're like the boy who cried wolf. You became every time you stand up, I feel like you're gonna fart on the microphone because you did it once and it was hilarious. And I don't know whether it's me wanting it to happen or do you know like if
There's
like
fart desire there.
yeah, like if you're told to not think of a red fire engine and you start thinking of a red fire engine, are you wanting to think of it or is it just something that happens? You know what I mean?
No, it's my genius, dude. I've like programmed you. I've like fart programmed you.
Okay.
So that every time I move, I stir a bit of emotion in you. I stir a bit of glee.
Yeah, like I don't just think you might fart. I also imagine the smell through the microphone.
Uh, we can only dream, dude. We can only dream.
Oh, do you know
Hey,
what? Do you know
go on.
what a
You go.
press?
You go first. No, you don't. Don't. You don't.
Do you know when it? Do you know when if basically I pressed record and then straight after it I started swigging water, which I thought was like a bad timing, but
You're gonna do it again.
no, yeah. No, I thought it was bad timing, but I've got a proper one of them headaches that hurts behind your eyes. Do you know the ones I'm on about?
Like sometimes you get them behind your eyes, sometimes you get them just above the eyes. It changes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So I'll never get it. I'll never get it like staggered file. Staggered file. I'll never get like the outside here and the inside.
both
here.
on the inside, like you're going cross-eyed.
Yeah, it's never.
Yeah. Anyway, I've had a bit of a migraine today, and when I was tattooing today, my customer come in. I don't know if you've seen the tattoo, but like there was a lion on a girl's leg, and I put a rose on. But she was booked in all day, and it was supposed to be.
She's a walking cliche, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, stay with me. Just
Okay.
enjoy it. Just be a passenger. You don't need to hold the gear stick. You don't need to
Hey.
you don't need to put your foot on the clutch. Just buckle up.
I was gonna say, can I not wear my
You don't even
seatbelt?
have access to the window button. Oh, it's not a button. It's a one of those toggles you wind round, but it happens to be on my side and not yours.
Yeah, you've got two.
I've stripped you of all control.
You've got two. You've installed your own toggle. You got two toggles.
Yeah. Anyway,
they're like either side of you, either side of your chair, so you can double whammy.
But what I've actually done, I've swapped the controls somehow. I don't know how I've done it. I've swapped the controls so the steering wheel operates your window and the toggle actually turns the car. So I'm having to do some fucking weird maneuvering whilst I'm driving.
I've got the brake pedal.
Yeah. Or instead of a rear view mirror, it's just a picture of your ass. No?
Nice. Yeah, nice. Okay. And however, my ass is very clean, so there's a reflection.
Yeah. Oh, your
so
ass.
You can still see behind you.
Your ass clutching a mirror.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Nice.
Anyway,
okay.
I want to go back to the tattoo.
Yeah, go on. Lions, roses,
tigers, and bears.
Hey, what's she getting next? Hey, what's she getting next, dude? Pocket watch?
Yeah. I couldn't think. I'm a tattooist and I couldn't think of them.
No, what about shading in? I thought you were saying
tattoo.
Clouds. Shade it all in with some clouds.
Some praying hands.
With the cross, with the cross, and hanging off, draped over the hands.
A few beads. I want some beads in there because I'm extremely non-religious. What? Anyway, I can go deeper with this, but I'm going to choose not to. I'm going back to the tattoo story.
Yeah, let's go back there. Let's turn around.
Yeah, let's use my window toggle steering to reverse the car. Yeah, so I was doing that tattoo today, and I've had this like migraine headache all day, and even between looking at the tattoo, because I've got to dip my machine in the ink every so often and go back to the tattoo. And what I found myself doing as I was dipping the ink in, I found myself doing I'm not going to class it as a blink, but it was basically closing my eyes for a few seconds just to relieve them of a bit of the light that was making the headache worse. But I was sort of going like that. I was going, you know, I'd proper dip in the ink in with finesse because I want my extra eyes closed. Oh, am I boring?
No, I was gonna take a video, but I realized how disruptive it must have been. Like I thought in my mind, I thought, oh, I'll take a quick video and then I'll upload it on my story on Instagram and be like, check it out, kind of thing. Like after. And then I realized as I was doing it, it was so disruptive. Like there's no way you're not gonna know. There's no way you're not gonna like see me doing it and just like we're just gonna have a regular podcast. Like it would really take someone else to be doing the recording in order for it to.
It's like having a conversation and someone coming in the room. Like the conversation quite often changes slightly, doesn't it? If you're alone, you had complete privacy, and then someone walks in with the dick out.
Especially if you're talking like.
They've not got the dick out. They just
No dick out.
No dick out. Dick in.
Dick inside.
I've not finished. So I did finish that anyway.
Yeah, the migraine. Yeah, I like the. So you had micro naps, is what you were saying. You were trying to get some micro naps in.
Yeah, it was like, you know what it was a bit like. It was a bit like when your alarm goes off in the morning, you smash the snooze button, and then you
smash the like button, guys.
Yeah, you paddle. You hit the like button. Sorry, the snooze button. Put words into my mouth. Are you flirting with me right now?
My nipples are hard, dude.
Anyway,
you could probably tell though already, right? You knew.
I knew. Stay with me on the. See, it's like when you press the snooze button, when you close your eyes for them few seconds, but it's dangerous, isn't it? Any longer and you're back asleep. So you close for a few seconds and allow it to feel good for a few seconds, then burst them back open. And you can repeat this exercise several times before you get up.
I drove back from Snowdon on Sunday, and it was like a 6-hour drive.
You're gonna move swiftly on. Have you got?
No, it's to do with your story.
Oh, okay.
And I did the same, but mine was much more dangerous because I was driving
whilst on the motorway.
Yeah, I was driving on the motorway and my girlfriend was like asleep, and I like looked down and seen she was asleep. There was no music or anything, and I was like this, and I was kind of doing it, and then I'd be like, and then I'd be like, okay, this ain't a good idea. But then my mind would be like, nah, it's okay. What do you mean it's not a good idea? Just have a little your eyes are sore. You want to rub them? Don't rub them. Just kind of close them somewhat. Just kind of. There you go. And then, I was doing like a blink, and every time I did a blink, it would just be like an extra second. Until at one point, I realized like this really isn't a good idea, and then I just kind of like snapped myself out of it and went back to focusing again. But the idea of just being like, it's okay, just a little small blink. You just go do a little blink.
Like an awake person. When an awake person blinks, the eyes come together, they clasp together, and they open in a uniform way nicely. But when you're tired, they come together, they clasp, and then as they open, they slowly peel from one side to back open. And it's just this.
You just got one. Yeah, like sorry, dude, I interrupted you. I was very fucking rude. The top fucking just peels away, and it's just like this side's still closed, the bottom's still closed.
That's what I was getting at. Like unzipping a jacket, it doesn't all open at once, does it? It peels open.
Yeah.
Anyway, Oh, I had something to say, but I got distracted by the idea that I wanted to say about the peeling. I wanted to compare the eyes to a zip, and now I don't know what I was going to
Dude,
say.
I cooked dinner just before the pod, and this can't be good for you,
Hey,
dude.
fucking show off. I quit bragging.
And
Well, we come on the podcast and it's all about your achievements. What have you done today?
I come on here to feel good, and then you just tell me straight away. I come on here to feel good. It's about having good energy. It's about uplifting one another, and then you come on here and start talking about how you cooked your dinner.
Yeah, you've got to come out with how you bested me. You've got to come out with how you've done more than me today.
Way to throw me in the mud.
Yeah, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it.
So sorry, I'm going to go back to boasting. So I cooked a dinner earlier on before the podcast, and this can't be good for you, dude. I got like these egg noodles from Lidl. It's like a pack of like 7 for like, I mean, it was in the the currency was shillings. It was 4 shillings. That's how cheap it was. This is how cheap the noodles were. I actually don't have any shillings on me right now. That's okay. We'll take 1p. We can't give you a change. And I'm like, okay, no, you can have the 1p. Don't worry about the change.
Subdivision of 1 pence.
Yeah. And I opened up the noodles and and for some reason I opened them out, and I don't normally do this, but I smelt them, and dude, they smelled like an inner tube. And I was like, this can't be good. This can't be that good for you. Food that smells like an inner tube.
Yeah, or like it would be similar to like aftershave smelling like arse crack. Like it's unlikely to be. You're unlikely to have a desire to use it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or really.
A deodorant that smelled like BO. So you're trying to hide BO with deodorant that smells like BO, and it's like, well, why would you do that?
Or talking your feet with
More sweaty feet.
with more, yeah, with water, with liquid talc. So you get out, your feet are all wet, and you just apply more liquid to your feet to get them wetter before you put your socks on. Or like some sort of grippy Vaseline, like gravel.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't eat something that tastes like smell well. You maybe I would. I was to say
just involve all the senses. You wouldn't eat something that smelled like it felt like it tasted.
Hear what I'm saying, Paul?
Do you see what I feel like I'm saying?
Huh?
Yeah.
Like this. Tasted.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't eat a dessert if they were like, so the special is a cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake. Oh, what flavor is that? Play-Doh. Tastes like Play-Doh. You'd probably pass, right? If the cheesecake special tastes like Play-Doh. I wouldn't, because I've just eaten fucking noodles that cost shillings and they were smelt of an inner tube.
Or how have they got? Or like you inquire as to how they've made give the dessert that distinctive crunch, and it happens to be shards of broken glass. Like count me out on that dessert. Like I'm gonna stick to I don't know, some kind of souffle.
Souffle? Yeah, dude.
I don't even know what that shit is. I just like the word.
I know the word. I knew you were gonna say souffle. I heard it before you.
I've got that word knocking about in my brain. At any opportunity I feel like I can throw it out there, I use it. I've used it. I reckon I've used it twice in the last few months, and it's been random both times.
I thought you were gonna say in the last like couple of hours.
Yeah, you don't know why I said a few months is that's quite an impressive amount of time, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what I like, dude? It's my favorite thing is my favorite thing is when you say a word to someone and you say it and you go, oh, that's a good word. And then you hear them use it a couple more times throughout that day around other people. And you're like,
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, you're like, oh, you got that from me, dude. Like all right, you
inspiration.
already, that is inspiration. Like they already knew the word, I'm sure, but
That's
you kind
like
of get mind.
that's like masturbating over your friend's missus. No, I'm joking. I was trying to shock you there, and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's like it's like fingering your dog's asshole, right? Isn't it? Agree with me, Paul? Paul, you want to agree with me? Finger your dog's asshole.
Is that not similar to strangling pigeons? No.
Is that not similar to pinning a pigeon down by its neck, opening its mouth up, and spitting its mouth, Paul? That's similar, right? Or screaming at kids as they walk by.
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Beat it!
I'll do this. What I want to do on the pod. So I feel like I've had a fucking day that was designed by Satan himself. He was like, I know all the things that really wind me up, me being me, and I want to compare days. I want to see who had the worst day.
Yeah, like as you're walking down the street, every 30 seconds, a fart's just dispensed in your face. Every time you inhale, a fart of air, a fresh fart comes at your face. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You
And there's a guy.
Just trying to think of something that would be disgusting.
Like here's the thing, I know beetroot's good for you, but I don't really like the taste. So it'd be someone that had eaten probably heavily amount of beetroot and then those farts go in my face.
Yeah. And like you've got a constant taste. It's not saliva that's in your mouth. It's beetroot juice. Do you know what I mean? Like every time you're trying to taste, you're trying to like wash away the taste, but it's just beetroot.
There's more. Hey, when I was a kid, I used to love the smell of cucumber, and I grew up for about 10 years trying it and hating the taste and hating it and the texture.
I'm still a bit like that. I'm still a bit like that with cucumber. I'm not a massive fan of the taste. It's like crunchy water, isn't it? And it's, I don't know.
It's a very good description. Yeah, that's spot on, dude. Yeah, it really is.
Have you ever seen a cucumber grow? And I bet you it doesn't happen the way you think it does.
Of course I have, dude. Yeah. I'm fucking farmer, dude. Bristolian.
Right, so let me just explain to you a cucumber for anyone listening, because this shocked me, this. Right, so what happens, a cucumber plant grows to a certain height, and then it starts producing, like the plant fruit or whatever, or vegetable, which are these cucumbers. They start as little green, like rod things like that. And then what they do is they get a little bit longer and a little bit thicker, and then they start looking like a really small, tiny cucumber. And then they'll be like, say they're like maybe 5 or 6 centimeters in length. And then you'll come the next day, and overnight it's hydrated and it's grown from that to like it expands and just fills with water. So what you're looking at before it's soaked up all that water is effectively it dehydrated. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
What I'm saying to you is you'd
happened overnight.
You'd expect it to slowly get bigger and bigger.
I didn't know it happened overnight, dude. I'll be honest there. I thought, because I've seen them growing, because I go around my gran and gramps, they're like, oh, I got courgettes there, tomatoes there, cucumber there. Look, you can see the cucumber, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Here's what it is, right? You come back the next day, and it'll have filled up with loads of water, but that doesn't mean it's completely ready. So if it's not ready that day, you come back the next day, and it should be. But Are you with me? So it will get bigger and bigger to a certain length, but what I'm saying, what was interesting, is the thing that takes place where it starts as a shriveled up little thing. It's mad. It almost looks like a little cactus or something in the desert, where it's like really the walls of it are really thick. Do you know what I mean?
Fake walls, yeah.
Anyway, that's on the cucumber. That shocked me though. That
That's
didn't.
your cucumber anecdote.
Yeah. It was getting considerably more boring the more I went on about it. So I was worried. I digress.
Like this. Cucumbers were native. I don't know if you knew this, but they were I've got my 4-hour recording on the cucumber and the past, present, and future of all cucumbers, if you want to check that out. But right now I'm just gonna go into a 2-hour
Similar to the
evening.
lime, the cucumber is a nice shade of green. However, a more darker, deeper shade of green. Start going into like the color and shit.
Dude, you're good at that. You should do that for a living.
What am I good at?
Quit your job. You could be one of those guys that does a reading or does some sort of like, when you put your headphones on and then you do the tour, you go around the tour and it says,
Yeah.
it'll say, see the telephone box. That's right.
So what
This
you're
was
saying
broken.
is I've got a girly voice.
No, I'm saying you got a voice for fucking touring, for telling people about the history of a phone box and how many people got murdered down one street by Jack the Ripper. Here's my day, dude, and then you do yours. In fact, you do yours and I'll do mine. Or do you want me to do mine and you do yours?
You do yours, but let's keep the
Chat down to the minimal.
Let's not go down the rabbit hole too much.
No, I'm aware, dude. I think we've both got better at not making this too personal because, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Right, we've got good at not making it too personal and trying to make it relative to everyone, or relatable rather. However, nobody fucking listens, dude. Our horoscope one listener, and that was me because I watched a bit of it back.
Oh, it's
You know what I mean?
funny.
It is pathetic. And hey, dude, the funny thing is, I really enjoyed that pod, and I was like, listen, I was like, oh, this is good, dude. People are gonna enjoy this one. No one's listened to it, and no one does.
Technically, we had 100% listener satisfaction.
Yeah, that's true. We need haters, man. I want people like commenting.
Yeah.
We need some, but also love. We need love more. All right, so this is my day, but I need to summarize it, and I'll do it right. So I spent 2 years in a van, living in a camper van, didn't I, Paul? Haven't I, Paul? Here I am. And this was a sacrifice so that at the end of the camper van, at the end of it, I could I could put 25% down on a property and rent the property out. Welcome cash flow. Welcome passive income. Here comes some passive income. I'm now at the stage where I'm ready to do that. I've applied for my mortgage in principle. It took 2 weeks because the guy my mortgage advisor got coronavirus. Now he's back. He tried to get one. I sent him over my credit score. It was all well and good. He went to the banks, couldn't get it. There was something up. Had to open an account with a different credit score like app. And it turns out there was something up. There was something going on. This thing, dude, in 2017, 4 years ago, I parked at my fucking doctor's surgery and I got a fucking parking fine for being there, even though I'm registered there and I live 2 minutes down the road. And they sent it to what must have happened is my vehicle's registered elsewhere or something, and they sent it to my old address in Bridgewater. And that was in 2017. And it is, dude, you wouldn't believe that's fucked it for me. That thing alone has fucked it for me. Like my mortgage advisor said, so I said, right, what's the best? It's £170 fine. So I was pissed about that. But then I was like, right, fuck it.
Pay the fine and then.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So I thought, I'm just going to fuck it. I'll just pay the fine, whatever. It's a bit of a shitter because, but whatever. I get the reference number. I have to ring CCJ, something court justice.
County Court Judgment.
Yeah. And I ring them. I get the
About the
reference.
law because I'm not.
Yeah, dude. You're the man. You're the man. That's because you're respectable, isn't it? Is that you did a bit of law, a bit of study, you know.
Go on, carry on.
Got the reference number, rang up, couldn't pay it, and anyway, long story short is I can't pay it. I haven't got a number to ring. I don't. It's automated, the thing I used before. I don't have an email address. Don't know how to pay it. The mortgage advisor said even if you do pay it, it's still there. So what will happen is you might get a mortgage, but the interest rate is going to go through the roof. And I was like, oh no, that's no good, because I'm going to get an interest only mortgage that I only pay the interest off. So the idea was to get maybe £500-600 rent, pay the interest only, so that would be quite small. Then I'd have to save up, like put some money aside for like things that might go wrong, and then obviously have whatever cash flow I've got coming in, like the remainder might have been like £250-300. But now the interest is going to be through the roof. The margin of how much I'm going to make is so small. And the thing that's really, really upset me is the idea of how can something as small as going to my surgery, going to my doctor's for like some sort of an appointment, and it could, chances are, I reckon it was an ear, something to do with my ear or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I got wax in my ear, and I normally go there and they just go, oh, just put some olive oil in it. So something as small as that and insignificant as that has actually fucked my future in terms of earning passive income from properties and investment. That's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
there'll be a way around it though, right? Surely that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to tell myself. I'm telling myself like there's got to be a way around it. It can't just be like
there's
it's
a way
actually...
around everything, dude.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way I'm
There's a
thinking.
way around everything. My day.
Oh, but also just real quick though, the butterfly effect of that.
Yeah, it's fucking
Having
nuts.
like wax in my ear and being like, I think it would have been something like that, like wax in my
Why don't you
ear,
punch
knee
yourself in
pain,
the ear?
to show, to show my ear.
Yeah. I did the tattoo. I don't know what. I was having a pause thinking how to go about it. Started that tattoo.
I thought you'd fallen asleep, dude. Little micro nap again, like
Yeah,
sorting you.
just come at me. No, to be honest, dude, I went up to the gym this morning and then went up to the office to have a meeting at the office, and then I come and started that tattoo, and I said I was having
with your staff, a meeting in the office with all your staff.
Yeah, me and my to be honest, my business partner's on holiday, so I was literally on my own in there. But I was having a meeting with him I was having a
Oh, dude, fake it till you make it, though, huh?
Yeah. No, I call it a meeting. It was me going to the office, me FaceTiming him off my phone and chatting shit about what we need to do today. So I'd say very loosely it was a meeting. It was me chatting to my mate whilst being sitting in the office. Anyway, I come to the shop and I've tattooed. Luckily, that the girl that I was tattooing,
luckily it wasn't her hip.
Yeah.
Or her ass.
Well, anyway, she bottled out from having the second rose because I was telling you about doing the very generic lion and rose tattoo. But yeah, then that delivery come dude from China, and he had to go back. And do you know what's weird? We do that thing, don't we, as people, where you vision a task and you give yourself a little time frame to do it. Like you think in your head, oh, I need to drive back to the office. There's a delivery there. I need to count these products, and I just need to put them on the shelves. And you think in your head, oh, I'll get that done in half an hour. I was there for 3 fucking hours, 3 hours, right? And then basically the shelf that I've made, you've seen it, haven't you? It's a wooden frame, and it's sat upright in the corner, the side of the room against the wall. And then what I've done is I fixed it to the wall with 3 brackets, right? And the very last task to do, when we arranged everything on the shelves, I said to my brother, I said, count each product, get me the quantity, and I was sat down recording it down. Now we've put everything on the shelf. I needed the new total of each size in each product. And in the top corner of the shelf, it was right at the top of the room. I was like, right, count them. And instead of wheeling the chair across the room and standing on it and reaching up to count them, my brother couldn't be asked doing that.
Feeling.
So he put his foot on the shelf and then did that thing what you're doing. You're about to climb. And I looked at him and I went, no. I went, Lee, no, do not climb that. And as I was saying that, he went, it's sweet, and jumped up, and it just fucking ripped out. It ripped out the brackets on one side. And it's still fixed on the other side. We've had to leave it like that. But I was saying to him, you tried climbing a wooden shelf that's full of fucking hundreds of products just because you couldn't be bothered wheeling a chair across and standing on the chair. And he was like, no, I didn't do it for that. He went, I knew I could stand on it. I've done it before. I thought, no, you haven't. But I was fucking fuming. And then at this point, I had half an hour to get him and do this conversation with you. So my day's been time consuming and not got that much done, really.
Yeah, that's why it's been bad for you, isn't it? Because I know how productive you like to feel and be. So if your day's been one where it's not been up to scratch, you probably fill your bath up with spaghetti and get in it and cry. Yeah, and eat the spaghetti. Eat the spaghetti cold.
Yeah.
We said it was going to be one of these podcasts, didn't we?
Which ones?
I said it was going to be one of these type of podcasts where we're both like...
And both extremely on the ball.
Yeah, dude, just incredibly fucking witty. Pithy boys. Pithy boys.
What the fuck? I don't go on social media too much, and when I say that, I'm on it every single day, all throughout the day. But what I don't do very much is read too much. Anyway, what's going on in Afghanistan? What's this shit? What's troops are leaving and the country's on its arse again? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we knew it was though, right? We knew it would happen. So now
I just seen some video of a Air Force plane trying to take off with loads of fucking people.
Yeah. 600 Afghanistan families on it, which is good, man. Like I like that they had compassion, and rather than be like, hey, get off, they were like, well, actually these people have been lynched and fucking like thrown acid on and whatnot, so maybe we should have some compassion because they're just like us, and brought them back here. So
did they actually put them on the plane? Yeah.
I seen a post about the UK taking in 10,000 refugees, I think, something like that.
Nice. I'm all for that, me. Like
I'm not a racist.
No,
yeah, I'm glad. I'm all for it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so neither of us are racists. That's good.
Yeah, we've established we're not racist. No, what I'm saying when I say I'm all for that, what I mean is, well, go on.
No, you. I was mimicking like you. Like I'm all for that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was trying to interject that. But...
what I'm saying is, I don't think there is any. There's no but. I'm all for it, man. If they're not caught, if someone wants to come and live here and cause no trouble, let them fucking happy go lucky.
Yeah, of course.
Be what they want to do. Do what they want to. I said be what they want to do. Be what they want to do.
Do what they gotta be. Be what they gotta do. Yeah, especially when
you gotta be what you gotta do.
If you're working, work for money. Don't work for time in lieu. Be what you got. Do what you gotta be. Be what you gotta do. Ooh ooh ah ooh. Slip slap slippy slew. especially when like they're running from evil people.
I thought you was going to say running for president then.
Dude, your phone's been on point through this podcast, huh?
Nice.
13 text messages.
I know, and this is a quiet. This is quite
Quiet time.
Quiet time, sneaky time.
Quiet hour. Hey, it's funny. It's funny that sometimes you and I will jump on a pod, we'll do an hour, and be like, oh, dude, an hour's gone already. This one, I'm like this. Ugh, 45 minutes. Still got 15 minutes left.
Well, we technically haven't. We have got 15 minutes left, but I'm probably going to cut it short, like I like to do.
Dude, I did something awesome today, but I didn't say on pod.
What?
I did something awesome today, but I don't know what to say on the podcast.
Does it involve?
I'll tell you off air, actually.
Right, okay. And then
I'll tell you off air. Pardon?
And then I'm just going to... Hey, technically, you could tell me on air and it'd be classed as off air because no one watching.
Yeah, no one would know, would they?
Even when we're on air, we're still off air. It's on the pod. Can you keep a secret, Paul?
Yeah, I'm like this. Yeah, like I'm like really intricate detail about like my nan, her address, what's going on, and like I'm like crying and shit, and you're like consolidating me, and you're like, oh, there, dude.
You could technically reveal to me your deepest secret, and it may stay that way. It may stay a secret, even once.
Possibly, right?
YouTube.
I'm just afraid that like I'll say, because it's kind of weird what I did, and then it's like if I say it, then people actually listen that know me listen. Hang on. I'm gonna see. Go on, dude. Keep talking.
I still find it mad that you live in a van and have to shit outside. Do you know what's mad is you've got used to doing it, but to me it's fucking mad. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I'm too shy.
No, just to paint a picture, dude.
Outside, do you?
Nah, dude, it's very rarely. Like during the week I work in stupid hours, don't I? I start early and then I finish late because I have morning and evening clients. So I'm just at the gym all day. So I shit there, obviously. And then on the weekend,
imagine if you go up to people in the gym and say, hi, I was just wondering if you needed a PT. Oh, no, I'm good. I like to train myself. Also, you live local, don't you? You're not from far from around here. Do you mind if I use your toilet? You just ask if you can go to someone's house and park up and use the toilet. Because you just have no... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you go, you shit outside, don't you? And I go, yeah. And then like you find out that I'm working in the gym and I've got a client and I'm like, oh, you don't mind if I just take 5-10 minutes just to nip to the loo, do you? And then like I leave the building. He's like, they're like, huh? And I like leave the building to shit outside.
Yeah. I need to go for a number 2. And they see you go into the staff room and leave carrying a carrier bag.
Yeah, a little trowel, a little fucking digging trowel. So I've got some fucking ripping news, dude. Obviously, our horoscopes podcast. I've watched a bit of it, so that's one view. It now has 3 views, dude. One of them's my friend, so I told him to watch it.
What if the other could be me? Imagine if I was the friend you told to watch it. I'm not going to name any names, but I've asked one of my good friends to watch this pod, and it's you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I seen it, and I'm like, shh.
Yeah, like we've had this agreement that we should each ask one of our close friends to watch the pod just to get some exposure more than anything. And I asked you, and in turn you asked me back.
Yeah, I'll watch it as long as you do. And we're both stubborn about it. Yeah. I'll watch it as long as you do. And I'm just like, I don't know. Well, if you're not going to watch it, I won't watch it.
And then it's the case of, well, you go first. I don't trust you. Do Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the old suicide pack. So here's what I did to.
Go
shall I
on,
say
go.
or not?
Do it. I dare you. Punch yourself in the air.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you off air though. It's really fucking weird. I'd do it if like. I guess I wouldn't ever do it because if we had more listeners, then I might not. The fact we've got our latest one has no listeners, no views. So there you go. What I might start doing though is jotting notes down again. I do want to tell you, dude. All right, I'll tell you. I fucking threw an apple. Why did I throw an apple? I threw an apple to summon spirits to help me. And my apple was my sacrifice in a graveyard. That's what I did. That's the truth as well.
Is that actually the truth?
Mm-hmm.
That's some
Hands
weird
down.
shit. Is that, has your witchcraft mate told you to do that?
Yep.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's so funny, dude. I fucking like.
Did you actually do it?
Yeah.
What type of throw did you do? Underarm or overarm?
No, I threw it at my incorrect arm. So it's like, you know, when you throw with your incorrect arm and it looks really bad.
You were stood quite far back from the graveyard because you thought it'd be weird. So you took one of them things that dog walkers use to throw
The thrower.
Have you ever seen them sticks?
Yeah.
I'd finished. That was just overly polite.
Fuck's sakes, dude. It was fucking hell, man. All right, yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah.
Great content. We need more of that.
That's what we need, dude. We need some more of that.
Imagine if our selling point for what made our podcast really take off was the viewers really enjoyed the awkward silences.
I mean, it's better than the content. It's better than the talking.
Yeah.
The silence is fucking hell. Dude. I guess we should probably just see what else we could talk about. How to hurl an apple into a graveyard.
I'm gonna wrap up there, dude. I'm mindful of other shit I have to do this evening. Hey, I'm mindful of things I have to do this evening completely off my own back.
Yeah. I'm mindful this evening of some timings that I have to adhere to.
That I've
told No, not anyone in particular that I've got to adhere them to. Just my own doing. Otherwise, they'll have a go at me. I mean, I'll have a go at me. Otherwise.
Yeah. Right. Peace, dude.
Sure. All right, dude. Let's all the fucking millions of listeners. Can you like and subscribe and fucking make love to the bell notification, and we'll see you next week. In the meantime, keep buying the stock.
There you go.
We're going to get sponsored as well soon, so we look forward to that. Sponsored by Nike. We've got this big deal with Nike coming through, so really looking forward to that. I do believe if you know, there's a car company, I don't know if you know, called Ferrari. They want to sponsor us too, so we look forward to that. And I love you.
Peace.